Right now, it's been 1 year since a man was killed at Devil's Lake State Park, and authorities are still looking for answers. Plus, COVID cases nationwide are down, but the Biden administration says more work needs to be done as FDA officials consider COVID vaccine booster shots. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. A cool, cloudy start to your Thursday, but now the sun is out. Austin's over in the Weather Center with a look at our first warning forecast. All of a sudden, very autumn-like.
Yeah, it really does feel that way. Cooler temperatures, but hey, the sunshine outside right now does make it feel very exceptional. 60 degrees, but with the sun and less breeze than what we actually saw here yesterday. It does feel a little bit better outside currently, but again, 60 degrees, it's very close to average, but not near what we actually have seen as of late. Now, we did have a few of those lighter showers pass through earlier this morning. Now, with the clouds also leaving the area, we're looking pretty good to go. Areas around Watertown probably still seeing a little bit more cloud cover, but just give it another hour or two and likely you're going to see quite a bit of some sunshine returning. Temperatures still on the cooler side, upper 50s, low 60s as of right now. Janesville currently our warmest community, and it's only 63 degrees currently. But our wind speeds not as strong as what we have seen. Some areas are still between around 10 and 15 miles per hour, so it's not as breezy as yesterday, but still a little bit on the breezy side of things. Later on tonight, we do have a low of 44. So it's going to stay pretty chilly, increasing cloud cover and a small chance of some showers late in the night, generally in the early morning hours of Friday. And that's going to be that next rain chance. But what about after the next rain chance? I'll have a look at your extended forecast a little bit later on.
All right, we'll check that. Thank you, Austin. It has been 1 year since a man was found killed at Devil's Lake State Park, and in about an hour, officers in Sauk County will provide an update. On October 14th, 2020, 24-year-old John Schmutzer was found dead along the Grottos Trail. More than a dozen witnesses have all reported seeing the same man who investigators call the runner in that area at the time of the murder. But after hundreds of interviews and thousands of man-hours, no arrests have been made in the last year. We'll be streaming the 1 year update at 1 o'clock this afternoon on our Facebook page and on channel3000.com. And of course, we'll have updates in our later newscasts. President Biden received a briefing from his COVID-19 response team today about the latest in the fight against the pandemic. This comes as the White House pushes for new vaccine mandates, and an independent FDA advisory committee debates whether booster shots are needed for those who've already received the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. Skylar Henry has more details from the FDA headquarters in Silver Spring, Maryland.
The number of new COVID cases, hospitalizations, and deaths is declining, which the White House says is because of an increase in vaccinations.
Vaccines have been remarkably effective at keeping people out of the hospital and saving their lives.
A new study shows more than 90,000 American deaths since June could have been prevented if they were vaccinated. And the Biden administration is finalizing a mandate that all businesses with more than 100 workers require their employees be vaccinated.
We have to take that lesson and build on it and ensure that we take the weeks and months ahead to vaccinate as quickly as possible the over 65 million people who remain unvaccinated.
Vaccine mandates are already facing legal challenges. Wednesday, a federal judge in Texas blocked United Airlines from putting unvaccinated workers on leave. While the Biden administration pushes for Americans to get their first vaccine dose, an FDA advisory committee is looking into whether people with the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccine need a booster shot.
Over time, there is still relative preservation of the effectiveness of the vaccine against preventing hospitalization, yet there seems to be a decrease over the course of time against overall COVID-19 that was observed.
The group will also look at a new study, which shows people with the one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine may be better off switching up and getting a booster shot from the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Silver Spring, Maryland.
And a vote on the Moderna booster shot is expected later today. The group is scheduled to vote on the Johnson & Johnson booster tomorrow. The CDC will have to approve the booster shots as well before they become available to the public. Meanwhile, a new medicine to treat COVID-19 could be on the way. The U.S. government is starting to review Regeneron's COVID-19 antibody cocktail for full approval. The drug maker says the Food and Drug Administration has accepted its priority review application. The treatment currently has emergency use authorization. The FDA has given the company a target action date of April 13th, 2022, but it is planning to hold an advisory committee meeting to discuss the drug before then. Some good news in the battle against COVID-19 as the CDC projects deaths and hospitalizations will decline over the next 4 weeks. The CDC forecast suggests the death toll The total death toll will hit at least 740,000 by November 6th. That is a grim number, but it indicates 3 weeks in a row with lower projections. The agency predicts hospitalizations will decline for a 5th week in a row, but that the case count will stay the same. The next time you're in an airport, it may take some extra time to get through security. That's because TSA might see a decline in its employees. The Transportation Security Administration says 40% of its workers are unvaccinated, and the deadline is looming. They need to be fully vaccinated by November 22nd, right before the busy Thanksgiving travel period. It takes weeks for doses to kick in, so time is running out. Even with the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine, employees would have to get the shot by November 8th. The TSA administrator says the agency is creating contingency plans in case of a staff shortage. A prominent South Carolina lawyer has been charged with stealing insurance settlements meant for the son of his late housekeeper. Alex Murdaugh was arrested today at a drug rehab facility in Orlando, Florida, where his attorney says he has spent the past 6 weeks since claiming he was shot in the head. A lawsuit filed by the housekeeper's sons say Murdaugh arranged for more than $4 million in insurance payments over Gloria Satterfield's death, but never turned the money over to her family. Dozens of people are dead, dozens more injured after a fire in a multi-story building in Taiwan. At least 46 people have died and at least 41 people are injured after a major fire broke out in a 13-story commercial and residential building in southern Taiwan. The building houses hundreds of residents, and many of them are seniors with physical disabilities. Nearly 140 fire trucks and ambulances were called to the scene. The cause of the fire is unknown. Local police are reviewing surveillance cameras, and it cannot be ruled out that human factors might have started the fire. Norway is on edge after a man armed with a bow and arrow went on an attack in a town southwest of Oslo. Police say they've arrested and charged a 37-year-old Danish citizen after 5 people were killed and 2 others injured in the rampage yesterday. So far, police do not know his motive and have not ruled out the possibility of a terror attack. They do believe he acted alone. New at noon, a state Senate committee is hearing a bill that would require correctional facilities to contract with at least 3 vendors. It comes after the DOC announced it's switching from having 3 different supply vendors to just 1. This bipartisan bill would force the DOC to follow its own rule by contracting with 3 vendors, forcing competition to help provide the best cost and services to those providing services to inmates, and it ensures friends and family that do not have online or phone access can still support inmates. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Much needed relief for the labor market recovery, and ketchup takes on a new disguise for the Halloween season. I'm Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in television.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part? Our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad, and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 608-640-3868.
87 years, Steinhafels has been helping families create the home of their dreams. And during Steinhafels' 87th anniversary sale, we're celebrating with store-wide savings of 35%, plus an extra $87 off your purchase of $17.99 or more. Steinhafels has the largest selection of furniture and mattresses ready for your home. Celebrate 87 years with us and save big during Steinhafels' anniversary sale. Only at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Introducing Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. New luxury apartments for seniors 55 plus. Professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
A new pandemic-era low. According to the Labor Department, first-time filings for weekly unemployment claims fell by 36,000 to 293,000 last week. That was much better than expected. On the earnings front, Bank of America is out with its quarterly report card. The nation's second biggest bank says profit rose more than 50% to nearly $7.7 billion. That was better than expected. The boost to its bottom line came as the financial picture for consumers and businesses improved. Wells Fargo is also out with its quarterly numbers, and the fourth biggest bank says profit topped $5 billion. Wells Fargo has been under greater scrutiny since 2018 following a slew of civil and criminal lawsuits. The company has worked to move past the scandals, including a former 8 is Great campaign when employees set up fake accounts to reach certain customer sales goals. And pour on the Halloween costume condiments. HEINZ is in on the secret that its ketchup can sub in for blood during the spooky season. And now they're making it official. The brand is selling a costume kit with tomato blood ketchup for a squirt of gore. There's also a makeup palette, fangs, and other spooky essentials. The kits are available on the HEINZ website for about $20. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 519 points. The NASDAQ up 245. The S&P 500 up 69. Well, people keep flocking to Yellowstone National Park, so much so the park has now set September and year-to-date attendance records. The National Park Service says nearly 873,000 people visited the park in September. That's a 4% increase from September of last year. This after the park set an attendance record for August. And so far in 2021, Yellowstone has seen nearly 4.5 million recreation visits. That's up 32% from the same period last year. And it's the first time the park has ever passed the 4 million visitor mark this early in the year. Well, it turns out that beer and blue cheese have been enjoyed by Europeans as far back as 3,000 years. That finding now coming from an unlikely source, ancient feces. Scientists analyzed samples of preserved human excrement found at underground salt mines in Western Austria and found 2 fungi that are used to produce blue cheese and beer. The findings are giving researchers insight into how sophisticated culinary practices were in the Iron Age of Europe. Well, we're seeing another cool day in southern Wisconsin, and we'll see cooler temperatures this weekend. Austin has more on your certified most accurate forecast next.
The ultimate mattress sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Ultimate savings on Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, and Purple mattresses. Plus, ultimate doorbusters at up to 65% off. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Only at Ashley Home Store.
He doesn't just talk.
Democrat Alex Lazary
Gets it done. Helped build Pfizer Forum on progressive values. Wages $15 an hour. Materials, 80% from Wisconsin. Environmentally cutting edge.
Alex Lasry.
Leader on social justice. Proven activist for voting rights.
Alex Lasry.
The Democrat to beat Ron Johnson. It's why Alex Lasry is endorsed by Wisconsin's leading unions. For Senate, Alex Lasry.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
The ultimate sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Get ultimate discounts up to 50% off and get a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Plus 3 years interest-free financing with no minimum purchase. Only at Ashley Home Store.
The Gabby Petito case has held our nation's attention for weeks. But what about those who've gone missing right here in Wisconsin? Eric Franke digs into the News 3 Now archives to shine new light on one high-profile disappearance. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Finally, some sunshine out there.
Oh, and it's so welcome. Definitely happy to see it, that's for sure. Happy to see some developments announced yesterday for the Port of Milwaukee. Agribusiness leaders got together yesterday along with Port of Milwaukee officials, Governor Evers, Senator Tammy Baldwin, to announce that there is a $35 million agricultural maritime export facility that is going to be under construction. It's on the west side of Jones Island, and basically what it's going to do is open up that transportation artery for kind of the first time on the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Seaway. Now, yesterday they were focused in primarily on something called dried distillers grain, DDGs. It's a byproduct of the ethanol industry that we use as livestock feed in Wisconsin, but there's also a lot of demand for that on the international scene, and that may be one of the first products that we get moving there. They expect that the project's going to be completed by 2023 with another phase of upgrade scheduled after that. That will hopefully again help us get more products going for corn and soybeans. They'll be able to bring in trucks, rail cars, as well as other barges to get all that product moving to the international marketplace. So really an exciting time for a lot of Wisconsin agriculture. Exciting time for Wisconsin's dairy industry. Tomorrow is National Cheese Curd Day, and I just want to remind folks, the dairy farmers of Wisconsin, reminding you to grab a bag of the squeaky cheese if you can. Of course, right here in Wisconsin, we've got our own master cheesemaker. That's Steve Stetler down at Decatur Dairy in Broadhead if you're looking for a great selection. But we've got a lot of cheesemakers that do a fantastic job with those fresh cheeses. So like I said, tomorrow is National Cheese Curd Day. Get excited. You can find more about what's going on with that celebration at wisconsincheese.com. Speaking of cheese, barrel cheese up 4.5 cents today at $1.79. 40-pound block cheese up 4 3/4 cents at $1.80 3/4. The AA butter unchanged today at $1.82 per pound. And if you can't find the squeaky stuff, here's a little innovation tidbit from Ellsworth Co-op Creamery Markup in northwest Wisconsin. These are freeze-dried cheese curds. So if you don't find the squeaky kind, you can find the crunchy kind for your National Cheese Curd.
Gotta have the squeaky kind.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Thank you, Pam. Here's Austin now with a look at the forecast.
And if you hear my stomach rumbling a little bit, we can blame it on Pam here today. All I want is cheese curds right now, and I don't think I'm going to wait until tomorrow, but I think I'm going to have a little bit of some of that early here today. But the sunshine finally starting to break out loose here in Madison, and that's welcome. It's a very welcome sight to see after all the cloud cover we have seen and the plentiful rain showers as well. Speaking of showers, however, more are possible tomorrow, especially in the morning hours, but we do look to stay dry for the weekend as we cool things down. Temperatures only in the 50s and 60s for high temperatures. Doppler track shows the last of those showers moving out of our area, which again is great news. It's pulling back the cloud cover with it. We're really starting to see that here in Dane County as the sunshine is breaking loose. Some of our eastern communities likely going to see a little bit more cloud cover for the next few hours, but then that sunshine will take over again. Taking a step back, however, we are looking pretty good to go as of right now. The rest of the day should stay dry here for today, but then we're tracking that next round of showers. Not really looking at chances for thunderstorms with this, which is also more good news, but take a peek here at what's going to happen later on tonight. More cloud cover is going to make its way through. Most of the night, however, is going to be mostly clear. During those early morning hours tomorrow, we're really going to see the cloud cover ramping up, and then we do have that chance to see a few showers, especially in the morning. Towards the afternoon, still looking pretty good to go. Our eastern communities may hang on to one or two of those showers, but then by the end of the day, we are really looking at even a few peaks of some sunshine here. But notice these temperatures only in those upper 50s and low 60s, and we have to get used to that because that's actually average for this time of the year, and that's where we should be. But taking a peek now at our rain chances, after we do dry things out here on Friday afternoon, we're really looking at a dry stretch that's going to last for quite some time. Next Wednesday and Thursday, we do have about a 20% chance to see a passing shower here and there, but for the most part, this forecast is looking pretty dry. 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook matches that as well, but with those small chances for some showers near the end of that forecast, notice how we're not seeing those darker shades of brown over us, so we are going to be a little bit slightly below average there. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook still shows that we're going to be warmer than average, but again, that average high temperature continues to fall, so it's just not that impressive anymore. Temperatures currently 60 degrees in Madison, 62 in Monroe, pair of 61s in Lone Rock and Mineral Point as of right now. Then that extended forecast, it does show a lot of sunshine. A pretty beautiful overall forecast, especially if we can handle those cooler temperatures, because we're only going to see highs in those 50s and 60s, especially near the end of this forecast. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, right around 58 degrees. Notice how Wednesday and Thursday, a little bit more cloud cover is expected with that small chance to see a passing shower here and there. But otherwise, we're really just looking at that chance tomorrow morning, and that's pretty much it for the most part with this extended forecast. A lot of sunshine for the weekend, but those temperatures, they're going to stay pretty chilly out there. It's that time of the year.
Yeah, good weather for checking out the leaves.
It really is. It's going to be fantastic for that, and it should be peaking still in late October, early November, so we're actually getting pretty close.
All right, awesome. Great, thank you. Well, grab your bib and your appetite because the Mr. Food Test Kitchen is serving up a big bowl of pasta and lots of good times. Here's Howard.
One of my favorite things to serve when I have a bunch of friends over is a big bowl of pasta, some crusty bread, and of course, a bottle of wine to wash it all down. To keep things interesting, though, I like to change up the shape of the pasta, like we're doing today. We start by cooking some pasta according to the package instructions. Here, I'm using what is known as mostaccioli, which is similar to ziti, but the ends are cut on an angle. Now for the sauce. In a large pot, we begin by browning some Italian sausage. As for the type of sausage, that can be beef, pork, or chicken, and as mild or as spicy as you like. To that, we add a chopped onion and green pepper, along with some minced garlic. After that cooks for a bit, we pour in a couple of jars of spaghetti sauce and some Parmesan cheese. While this simmers, I'll drain the pasta, and then it's time to toss everything together. Mamma mia, does this look good or what? This just proves that the simplest things are often the best. Maybe top it with some fresh basil and a bit more cheese before letting everyone dig in. To get the recipe for a mostaccioli and sausage toss, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a welcome to the family way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Or thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, it's time for our Pet of the Week. We'll introduce you to Pitch, an 8-month-old pup. That's next at noon.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Halloween is almost here, and Menards is here to help haunt your home with our huge selection of Halloween decor. We have spooky decorations and costumes to scare even the bravest souls. Stock up on candy for trick-or-treaters or grab the best party supplies for a frightening night of fun. This Halloween, the only thing you should be scared of is missing out on these big savings. Get 11% off everything Halloween, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I just saw your national TV ad with Joe in it. Can you tell me more about the money you say I can have put back into my Social Security? It's not available in my area? Did you just say that I need to read the fine print? Is this legitimate? Is this legal?
National call centers, they're just not the way to go when you can meet with a trusted and knowledgeable Medicare insurance agent from Informed Choice Insurance Agency. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
We are Dane County. We are Madison, McFarland, Sun Prairie. We are Wanakee, Stoughton, Middleton, Deerfield, and everywhere in between. We are committed to being unique in supporting the value when families share the memories of family and friends at the loss of a loved one. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service. More than just a funeral home, we are the people you know and trust to help families before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Learn more at crestfuneralservice.com.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Meet Pitch. He's an 8-month-old pup looking for a special family. He arrived from Mississippi in August and had a tick-borne illness, which there's no cure for. But after he was put on medication by our friends at the Dane County Humane Society, they say he's now a different puppy. He now has energy to fetch tennis balls and play with sticks, but his road to recovery is still ongoing. If you're interested in adopting Pitch or checking out the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Last week's pet, Griffey the dog, has been adopted. Good for him. Well, the Dane County Humane Society is teaming up with Subaru to celebrate National Adopt a Shelter Dog Month. For every dog and cat adopted during October, Subaru will donate $100 to the Humane Society. In addition, the DCHS will have an adoption specials like reduced adoption fees for Lonely Hearts Club members and supply giveaways. For more information, go to giveshelter.org or follow DCHS on Facebook and Instagram. And Austin's following the weather for us.
That's right. Those dogs, first of all, were so cute. Beautiful eyes right there. And outside right now, it's also pretty gorgeous. Not as beautiful as those dogs, however. Blue skies. We're seeing a lot of sunshine taking back over tonight. Most of the night, we are going to see clear skies. So that's going to help to bring down those temperatures to about 44 degrees. Get ready for a chilly start tomorrow morning. But then we'll see increasing clouds late. And then that chance for some showers. Most of that is going to fall in the morning hours of Friday. And I still do think quite a few communities are going to get through tomorrow and stay dry, as it's only about a 30% chance to see those showers. Afterwards, a lot of sunshine for the weekend as temperatures try to warm back up, but Saturday's high only 58 degrees. By next Monday, we're back in the upper 60s, but it's short-lived as we're looking at another cool down towards the middle and end of next week.
All right, Austin, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.